Rafizi Ramli has shared that he and his allies are open to sailing their own ship. Meanwhile, a group is planning to hold another Tangkap Azam Baki protest tomorrow. Stay tuned for this and more on KiniNews. Pandan MP Rafizi Ramli has signaled that voters and supporters may have something to look forward to from him by June. In an interview with BFM yesterday, he said that he and his allies intend to continue their journey and are open to sailing their own ship. He said this when asked about his political direction and what would come next. Elaborating, Rafizi said that many people in PKR feel the push for reform is unfinished business and must continue. He added that it is unfair to leave it to the younger generation to start from scratch, and if PKR is no longer suitable and does not welcome that idea or idealism anymore, then they would be open to sailing their own ship. Asked whether this ship would be a political party, Rafizi replied that they want to provide an option for voters, especially youths. However, what form it would take would require a few months to sort out. He said they're looking at the numbers and at different possible political configurations. He believes the public will hear much more from them beyond June. Rafizi has been drifting further away from PKR after being ousted as deputy president in last year's party election by Nurul Izzah Anwar and is now an ardent critic of Anwar. Last week, he indicated that he would defend his Pandan parliamentary seat, but likely not as a PKR candidate. He has ruled out joining existing parties or partnering with former UMNO leader Khairi Jamaluddin, whom he described as his polar opposite. Pakatan National Chief Whip Taqiyuddin Hassan said that Larut MP Hamzah Zainudin will remain as opposition leader for the time being. In a press conference this morning, Taqiyuddin said he had met Dewan Rakyat Speaker Johari Abdul today to discuss the matter and referred to the Speaker's earlier statement on Hamzah's status.
Tak ada apa-apa notifikasi daripada kumpulan pembangkang mengenai kedudukan Yang Berhormat Ketua Pembangkang kita. Jadi tidak ada apa-apa yang ni. Kita perubahan kerusi pun tidak ada. Kita pun hanya ada 2 hari lagi sidang. Jadi we don't think that we are going to do any changes lah setakat ni. Masanya begitu singkat. Jadi kita bincang masa panjang lagi. Tidak ada apa-apa keputusan setakat ni.
Hamzah, who has claimed majority support from incumbent Bersatu MPs, was absent from the PN press conference this week. Taqiyuddin, however, was flanked by MPs aligned with Hamzah and by past MPs. From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us. A group of 18 MPs aligned with sacked Bersatu Deputy President Hamzah Zainudin has pledged loyalty to PAS. This comes as Bersatu President Muhyiddin Yassin moves to close ranks with the party after they took over leadership of Pakatan National. Speaking on condition of anonymity, one of the MPs claimed that all of them, along with Hamzah, have pledged support to PAS and the party's Vice President, Ahmad Samsuri Mokhtar, as the new PN chairperson. The source said they will remain with PN and have already pledged their loyalty to PAS and Samsuri within PN, even if they are independent MPs. The MP also said they will remain part of the opposition bloc. The MP said this when asked about Hamzah's next move following the launch of his RECEP movement on February 14th, a day after his sacking and expulsion from Bersatu. He also hinted that Hamzah is drawing up plans to ensure their continued political survival. However, he said that has to wait for now as they can't reveal it yet. Hamzah has claimed that he has the support of 18 incumbent and sacked Bersatu MPs, while Muhyiddin is left with 5 others, including acting Bersatu Deputy President Rafizi Ramli, the Putrajaya MP. Malaysia Kini had previously reported that a source close to PN's leadership revealed that Muhyiddin, in a recent phone call with past President Abdul Hadi Awang, left the decision on a new opposition leader to PAS. Another Tangkap Azam Baki protest will be held at the MACC headquarters in Putrajaya at 10 a.m. this Friday. This time, the rally is organized by controversial business person Albert Tay and activist Lee Wai Hong. They cited a recent Bloomberg article on the alleged corporate mafia scheme and are calling on the government to investigate the claims against the commission. In a statement yesterday, the organizers said to demand accountability and defend the independence of our state apparatus. The Secretariat of the Arrest Azam Baki rally officially calls upon all Malaysians to voice their outrage. Lee told Malaysia Kini they are not related to the organizers of the Tangkap Azam Baki 2.0 rally in Kuala Lumpur on February 15th, but said they are serving the same purpose. According to the activists, the protest this Friday is to keep the issue running and ensure that people do not forget. Malaysia Kini has reached out to MACC and the police for their comments on the planned protest. MACC Chief Commissioner Azam Baki had previously dismissed the allegations as baseless. The MACC had also denied the claims, saying that the accusations are an attempt to discredit the Commission's investigations and enforcement actions within the corporate sector. If you like the stories we produce, consider supporting us by subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe. Attorney General Dusuki Mokhtar has stressed that the transfer of Wan Shahrudin Wan Ladin to the Attorney General's chambers will not affect the cases he is handling at the MACC. Wan Shahrudin had been transferred to the post of Deputy Head of Trial and Appeals Division 2 effective March 2, 2026. According to Bernama, the AG said Wan Shahrudin remains capable of continuing his responsibilities in significant cases while being given the opportunity to handle appeal cases at higher courts. In a statement, he stressed that the transfer of officers is a normal practice within the judicial and legal service and is implemented to ensure a balance of experience, leadership, continuity, and strengthening of organizational capacity. Dusuki also urged all parties to view the transfer as a positive step in strengthening the role of the AGC and ensuring that the administration of justice in the country remains at an optimum level. He said the Trial and Appeals Division is one of the main divisions within the AGC that plays a crucial role in ensuring the effectiveness of prosecutions and the smooth conduct of appeals in higher courts. He added that Wan Shahrudin's placements in the division was deemed appropriate in view of his expertise, enabling him to continue contributing directly to the handling of more complex and high-profile appeal cases. Dusuki also said that the transfer forms part of the normal practice in the public service, which emphasizes job rotation, career development, and exposure to diverse areas of responsibility. Meanwhile, Wan Shahrudin has downplayed his impending transfer to the new post. Speaking at MACC's podcast this morning, he said such transfers are the norm for civil servants. He added that maybe the Attorney General who ordered the transfer wanted him to have a change of scenery after nearly 7 years serving as MACC's Legal and Prosecution Division Director. Shahrudin also emphasized that his new post as Deputy Head 2 at the Attorney General's Chambers Prosecution and Appeals Division beginning March 2nd is not a demotion. He said, as the AG explained, this is a normal process of rotation. Shahrudin added that the Attorney General's intentions were good and noble, and that it was not done just for him, but for others as well. Previously, Pajuang Information Chief Rafiq Rashid Ali had urged Dusuki to explain the transfer, noting that it came at a time when MACC is coming under heightened public scrutiny. Rafiq praised Shahrudin as an experienced prosecutor who is respected by colleagues and opponents alike, and said that a transfer such as this requires an explanation. Following this, Dusuki assured that the transfer would not affect the cases Shahrudin is handling at the MACC. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.